It's Zenorachi, and you tune in to Legends on the Rise.
So, Mr. Zenorachi, tell us about where you're from and how did you come up with the name Zenorachi?
I'm from Center Point, Alabama. Um, I came up with Zenorachi. I was actually playing a game when I actually came up with it, but at the time I was listening to a Chicago drill rapper. His name was Zenorachi, and that's how I got the end part of my name. But I just knew that I wanted to make like a interesting social media handle. So I wanted it to sound like aesthetically pleasing, visually, and sonically. So like I wanted to use like a Chinese influence. So I just came up with Zenorachi. But that's how I came up with that. That was before I even started rapping. Yeah, that's how I came up with that though.
So, tell us, how long have you been rapping?
For about 2 years now. About 2 years now.
How did you get into the rap game?
To be honest, I started writing when I was like 9 or 10. Um, well, strictly off the influence of Lil Wayne, but I started actually recording because of YB and Amir. He when he dropped Rubbing Out the Paint, I was like, damn, I really have to like, I got to do something because I've been wanting to rap, but I always had fears because of like my lifestyle and how I grew up and stuff like that. So, but after he dropped that video, and I watched it like grow and grow, he sent it to me before he released it, and I was like, yeah, this definitely gonna blow up. But yeah, that's my main influence for getting into the rap game.
Good, good. So, you say you've been rapping about 2 years.
Yeah,
Have you been off and on, or have you been
yeah.
consistent full time, or has it been a steady grind for the last 2 years?
This past year, since I can say since December 31st, yeah, that's when I first decided I was gonna go full throttle and go be consistent with the rap thing. But before that, when I first started, I was on and off. Like I was quitting like almost every time I put a song out for the first year and a half. But this past like December 31st, 2019, I released a song that day. But from that point, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be consistent with
Okay.
this. Yeah.
Now, did you go to college after you graduated high school?
Yeah, I did. I went to West Alabama my freshman year, and then I came home because I wanted money and a job. And I went to Jeff State my sophomore year, and then after that, I was like, I'm gonna just try to work full time. I tried to go. I tried to go on my junior year, like the first semester, but I ended up dropping out and just working full time.
You also
Um,
played sports while at West Alabama, correct?
yeah, just the first. I tried, but it was yeah, it didn't work out.
Gotcha. Now, you have a chart booming hit right now that's streaming real heavy on Spotify and on a lot of the platforms. Your hit song called Brace Yourself. Tell us a little about that song, how you came up with the concept for Brace Yourself, and how that song's doing, and tell us a little bit about that song in detail.
Um, my purpose for making the song, I had writer's block before that, well leading up to that, like, but I knew that like I was trying to like I had stuff to like release, like as far as like internally, like feeling wise or whatever. I had to just let stuff build up, and I felt like once I heard the beat, I found the beat on YouTube. I needed the energy beat. Like I always like listen to his beats and stuff like that, but I had searched his name on YouTube just to find the beat I could use. Um, and the first one came up. There was that beat, and I knew from like the first 10 seconds that that was the beat that I needed to use. I just felt like it was gonna be a hit. Like it felt like I was just it just I was able to open up like on that beat. And, I wrote the song. It took me like 2 weeks to write the song. To be honest, I wrote the song in a week, but I spent like another week like trying to make sure it was. I was trying to listen to it from like different perspectives and like well this was before I recorded it. I was trying to like I was reciting it. Like I actually, to be honest, I actually cried a couple times. It's like, cause I was like, how is this not hard? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I finally went to the studio. I had to buy the lease because I couldn't afford the exclusive at the time. But I went to record at the studio, and I didn't have a title for it. But in my head, I kept saying to myself like, I need to brace myself, like because I felt like that was gonna be the song that basically like do what it's doing now. To be honest, I had a strong feeling about it. So yeah, I kept telling myself like when he was like when I finished recording it, like when he was about to send it to me, he was like, what you gonna name it? And before that, I kept saying like brace yourself, just to myself. So I was just like, I'm just gonna name that, brace yourself, and that's how I came up with it.
What's the meaning behind that song? I mean, tell us about some of the lyrics, because I listened to the lyrics and it's a real deep song. And how did you come up with the concept of, I know you said you thought about you need to brace yourself, but some of the lyrics and the content, how did you really create that and come up with the creative energy behind that?
Um, like I said, I just needed to like release how I was feeling. To be honest, I try to rap about like what I think, and like I just know that I live different than other rappers, like or than most other rappers, and I think different. So I try to like just say what I be thinking, and I know that most things that I say in a song, like no one else will like say in a song or think about saying in a song, or they could relate to it. So I just say that. That's. I really didn't have a specific meaning. I just needed to like. I just knew that I wanted that song to be like the song where I just like let myself go, like just put my all into it, like every lyric, like that's what I felt like. Yeah,
Now you're signed to a label, is that correct?
yeah, to Sony.
Okay, signed to Sony.
Hmm.
And is there other label that you're affiliated with?
Yeah, records company.
Records company,
Hmm.
Sony Records company. So tell us about what's coming up and what should we be expecting from Zenorachi in the near future? What projects you're working on? Maybe what songs you're working on, or features you might have coming up. What's in the future for Zenorachi?
Right now I'm working on features with BFB the Pac-Man and YNJ. Those are the main two features, and also Snot. I'm working with those three. Those are my main focuses right now. But I'm really just focused on dropping singles. I needed to build my fan base up like through YouTube. That's what I want to start with. Just keep dropping singles and videos, and then I'll focus on dropping a mixtape or an album, but not soon though.
So tell us, how can they find Zenorachi on social media platforms, and maybe about how can they find your music?
My name on everything is Zenorachi, Zenorachi. It's everywhere. Snapchat, Instagram, everywhere. Yeah.
Gotcha. Is there anything else you want the fans to know about Zenorachi?
Nah, to be honest, I like to be a mystery. I like for the people just listening to my lyrics to figure me out. So yeah,
Appreciate you coming in today.
no problem.